Welcome back. It's Miss Birgit again. And today we're going to be talking about the feeling of feeling anxious, which is a yellow zone emotion. When we feel anxious, it's oftentimes because we are thinking about what might happen and we're not sure. And so we're thinking about all of the different things that could happen. And we experience that as a lot of worry. And we have a lot of energy in our bodies about that. And each of our bodies are different. So for some of us, we might feel anxiety or anxiousness in our heart rate. We can feel our hearts start to beat faster. We might feel it in our hands, getting sweaty or warm. We might feel it in our stomachs. People talk about having butterflies in their stomachs, feeling kind of like an upset stomach, even if you know that you're not sick. Might feel it like feeling kind of like zinging energy, or feeling like the little hairs in your arms are standing up. Each of us experience anxiety, anxiousness, worry differently in our bodies. But it's important to pay attention. Pay attention to how we have those feelings in our bodies, and then also what we can do to help ourselves feel better, because there are actually a lot of tools that we can use that can help lower our heart rate, help relax our muscles, help clear our minds a little bit, and help us problem solve and think through things so that we can feel more calm and more in control. Because feeling anxious or feeling worried is something that everyone feels, and it's part of the human condition. It's part of not knowing what's coming next, right? So today's book I'm going to share with you is a terrific one, I think. It's called Ruby Finds a Worry, and in it you'll see Ruby experiencing worry, anxiety, and then trying some things out to help herself feel better. So I hope you enjoy. This book is called Ruby Finds a Worry, and it's written by Tom Percival. Ruby loved being Ruby. She loved to swing up high and loved to explore wild, faraway places. Sometimes she even went all the way to the very bottom of the garden. Ruby was perfectly happy until one day she discovered a worry. It wasn't a very big worry. In fact, it was so small that at first Ruby hardly even noticed it. But then the worry started to grow. Each day it got a little bit bigger. It just wouldn't leave her alone. It was there at breakfast, staring at her over the cereal box. And it was still there at night when she brushed her teeth. The funny thing was that no one else could see Ruby's worry, not even her teacher. So Ruby pretended that she couldn't see it either. She tried to carry on as if everything was normal, but it just wasn't. The worry was always there, stopping her from doing the things that she loved. Ruby wondered if the worry would ever go away. What if it didn't? What if it stayed with her forever? Ruby didn't realize it, but she was doing the worst thing you can ever do with a worry. She was worrying about it. Now the worry was enormous. It could barely fit in the kitchen at dinner time. It filled up half the school bus. And it took up whole rows at the movie theater. The worry became the only thing that Ruby could think about, and it seemed like she would never feel happy again. Then one day, something unexpected happened. Ruby noticed a boy sitting alone at the park. He looked how she felt, sad. And then she noticed something else, something hovering next to him. Could it be a worry? It was. Ruby realized that she wasn't the only person with a worry after all. Other people had them too. She asked the boy what was on his mind, and as he told her, the strangest thing happened. His worry began to shrink. Then Ruby did the best thing you can ever do if you have a worry. She talked about it. As the words tumbled out, Ruby's worry began to shrink until it was barely there at all. Soon, both of their worries were gone. Finally, Ruby felt like herself again. Of course, that wasn't the last time she ever had a worry. Everyone gets them from time to time. But now that she knew how to get rid of them, they never hung around for long. And that's the end of our story today. So Ruby figured out that by talking about her worries, by not keeping them all to herself, boy, did it make her feel better, which is an excellent skill, an excellent tool to use. Other tools that we've practiced together in other videos have been breathing tools to help us be able to calm our bodies so that we can think more clearly and be able to come up with the words about what we're feeling to be able to talk to someone, to share with someone, whether it's someone in our home or someone at school, whether it's a friend or a trusted adult. Being able to talk about our thoughts and feelings are so important and really takes the power out of our worries. So with that, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And until next time, take care.